Yo, it's early, man. Um, we got 12 games. Today was not the best of days here for parlays. Hit a few straights. Shout out to Nurkic for that double double. I needed that. Chris Paul got that for his assist. Didn't hit any parlays. Didn't hit any parlays, man. That was crazy. I got close. Missed a $500 parlay by one. We have no sweat bet here. I just did a plus 400 and no Durant, man. You know he missed by one bucket, man, one bucket, and we laughing to the bank. Either way it go, we got 12 games today. Let's waste no time. It's early. I got a few numbers. I mean, I can tell you some numbers that's coming straight from preseason, but I'm just gonna roll straight from the last season into preseason into now, and just I'm not gonna be technical and look to some of the numbers. But just off the top of my head, especially for my people who've been rolling me with me since day one, you guys already know. First game on the deck. Yeah, we got Atlanta Hawks at Charlotte Hornets here. We got over under 235 and a half. Excuse me, should be a pace up matchup for for Atlanta Hawks here. Two teams that I'm not really I like to target. This is the type of teams that I like to target here. Pace up and down, bunch of rebound opportunities and stuff like that. You got 4 or 5 guys on here that's double double candidates here. Bar if there was an injury, I would probably look. I would probably look to take. I got my window open. Maybe I should close that. I would look to take um, a few guys here. Let's just take a look here. All right. Double doubles. Okay. So Mark Williams should be starting. Nick Richards should be backing up. Both of these guys are double double worthy here. If Richards wasn't playing, I would definitely take Mark Williams for a double double. Clint Capella is a double double candidate along with Trey Young, LaMelo Ball, and Dejounte Murray. All right. Just pointed out, not betting it or whatever the case may be. Assist props, in this matchup here. I'm looking at a few things here. I like the assist prop for Ball, and I like the assist prop for Trey Young for sure. So that's some things to look at there. And then I have interest in rebounds and assists for that's a combo there. Rebounds and assists for Lamelo Ball for sure. He's pretty good at that. You know what I'm saying? It's sitting at 15 and a half. It's interesting. If you don't want to look at that, you can look at his fancy score on PrizePicks or something, or Underdog or something, or Sleeper. Now, everything that I'm saying here is going to coincide with those books. I mean, yeah, those books as of right now. So, yeah, anything that I say can coincide with those books there. So, you know, um, don't forget to incorporate those. All right. As far as the side in this one, don't have a side. Those are some of the things that I was looking at though. So it is what it is. The three ball, we know it's a 3 point shooting league here. I couldn't talk you off any bankroll builders or things of that nature. Sadiq Bey, 2 threes is definitely a low. It's definitely low right there. I expect him to be getting a lot of minutes there. Couldn't talk you off him taking him up to 3 threes or better. I could see that happening. Um, in the preseason. Some of these guys they really got it in the preseason. So and actually, I think Sadiq Bey hit three threes or more in every game except for one. I could run a check on that for you guys, but him and Bogdanovich, those guys will be out there shooting a three ball for sure. This team is pretty thin. He only played 3 games in the preseason, and he hit multiple threes in 2 out of those 3 games there. I expect him to be in there early and often. He's going to have to shoot the ball. It's going to be out there flame throwing, so I like that. Okay. Um, the mellow ball. The 3 pointers in play for him. You get the 3.5 at -120, along with Terry Rozier. These guys, they will be out there shooting the three ball. Okay, it just is what it is. Pace up matchup here. One thing I was no, that's for the next game. So speaking of the next game, let's turn right in. And this is also for my people who like to alter things on the same game parlays and stuff like that, this is for you. Check in every day. Check in every day. All right, I'm gonna drop some plays a little later on, but right now, just check in. Washington Wizards at Indiana Pacers, and we have a over under of 235 in this spot here. All right, Washington Wizards, they should I don't know, man. I don't know about their defense here. I don't think they're gonna have a pretty good defense this year. And then Indiana Pacers, pace up matchup here. I was looking at we got 235 and a half over 235 over under. I was looking at the team totals here. Maybe we can look at a team total here. Maybe a team total over for Indiana. That seems like that's not out of the realm of possibilities, but I'll probably temper my expectations. A lot of these guys, I'll have to live bet them, see how things are going. But I'm going to point out a lot of things that I like. And I don't see the team totals here. But either way it go, let's just keep it moving. So, some things that I'm looking at here. I'm gonna start in the back on this one here and start to the defense area here. All right, now I like Miles Turner. Um, I like Miles Turner for. I couldn't talk you off the 1.5 blocks for him. It's sitting at a parlay piece. It is what it is. I do like a half a block, one block for Daniel Gafford, so I can see instances where you can take the over for both of these guys. I can run some numbers by you guys. I know coming from or going into the regular season, but playing through the not playoffs, playing through the preseason. You could look at somebody like Gafford. He's had a he's averaged he's averaged two a little bit over 2 blocks in the preseason there. One block is not out of the realm of possibility. If you want to take him for two, you'll get that at a plus 240. He's had blocks in the area of 1, 1, 3, and 5 in the preseason. So, that's something that you could look at there. Not too many bigs behind him. And you can look at the rebounds for him as well. Um, the kid who I was just talking about, Miles Turner, he just blocks shots with the best of them. He can go out there and get you 4 or 5 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So anything under the blocks category is in play for him. Um, he's got he only played 3 preseason games. In 2 of those games, he had 3 blocks. Okay, he's 3 blocks. You'll get that for a plus 165, and the 4 blocks you'll get that for plus 400 for Miles Turner. You can live bet him, whatever the case may be. Um, of course, now, working our way back here, I want to stop at the assist props here. We already know what the deal is with in the assist category. I do like the assist prop for Tyrese Halliburton, even at a plus at 10.5 at plus 100. I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? This Washington Wizards team's not going to scare me. So it is what it is. Tyus Jones definitely is a wizard with the ball. He does have good um, he does have good assist upside. You can see it's juiced up at 7.5. I'm probably not going to go there. But if you want to look at him for his assists, be my guest. Sneaky play here is going to be a double double for him. 10 assists or a double double for him. Sneaky play. He should get all the minutes he can handle in this role coming over from Memphis. You can get a double double for Tyus Jones at plus 300. Okay, I'll throw that in the other over there. All right, I'll throw that over there because I got something else I want to add with that there. Okay. Um, and then you got Kuzma's and the Kuzma's and and so I don't know what the star lineup is going to be like for the Washington Wizards. I mean for the Indiana Pacers, but you're going to have Buddy Hield out there flame throwing, Kuzma and you know uh what's the kid's name? The guard come from Golden State, um, Jordan Poole. So those I can't talk you off any numbers for those guys. All right, those guys are definitely in play. Um, moving along here, the Boston Celtics at New York Knicks, and like if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, man. Give me Boston Celtics, man. Money line parlays, run line straights, man. All right, it is what it is. I'm sprinkle on that 3.5. I just I like Boston in the spot. Boston look like they're going to be a little bit overpowered. I'm not going to bet a lot. I don't bet a lot of size, but I'm taking Boston. All right. Interesting play here is going to be Drew Holiday. Interesting play is going to be Drew Holiday. I have no choice but to step in there and take the assist prop for him. Sitting at 7.5 here. At plus money. You know what I'm saying? For my people who like to tease it down, you can do that. It's a 3 point shooting league, 3 point shooting game. I can't take you off any of the threes for these guys here. Let's take a look real fast. There's going to be penny threes being put up in this game here. Um, Kristaps Porzingis, you get 2.5 at plus 130 for Jalen Brown. You can get 2.5 for Jason Tatum, 1.5 for Drew Holiday, Derek White, it's plenty of threes to go around. If you want to take that down, if you want to go with some bankroll builders or something like that, you can take two threes for Jason Tatum. You can take two for Jalen Brown. That's a minus 150, and then you could bounce back and take like maybe a one for Kristaps Porzingis, and that'll give you a minus 110. You can take that down and go for a one for Derek White, a minus 107. You know what I'm saying? A one for Drew Holiday, that's a minus 109. Two and one. That's a bankroll builder within itself. All right, so that's a few things that you can look at there. Um, Everything is on the table with these guys. Um, so even the player combos here, you're gonna see me come with the rebounds and assists a lot because I just really like rebounds and assists. Okay, so Drew Holiday sitting at 11.5. I couldn't talk off of that. Um, and defense. Okay, so block candidates. You're looking at uh, Mitchell Robinson and Kristaps Porzingis, and I can even take. I can't even talk you off taking these guys for one apiece. You can do that as well. I think Kristaps Porzingis and Mitchell Robinson gets at least one block. That's a minus 150 right there to take both of them for a block. You could, that's a lot of that's a lot of parlay pieces right there for you guys. So, just point some things out. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay. Let's keep it moving to the next game here. We got 12 games. Don't want to be dragging around in this game in this here. Oh, what I do like here, what I am going to play here is going to be a player performance double, and you can build it out. I build some out as well, but a player performance double here, you can get Drew Holiday 10 assists in the win at plus 500. Okay, let me go to it. Let's see. Player performance doubles. And then there's going to be a lot of player performance doubles that's probably going to hit here. Oh, shit. This is the fucking Houston Rockets in the. One second, guys. Let it load up for me. Let it load up. I do not want to take all this time. I do not. But it's good to go through here and get a refresher of what's going on throughout the moves and stuff like that. I didn't point no moves out, but you know. So it's a few ways you can go about it. Okay. So like I said, Drew Holiday, 20 points in the win. I don't want that. At plus 350. I don't want that. But the 10 assists in the win, it went down. It opened up at 500, at plus 500 for 10 assists in the win. Okay. And then that's at plus 460 right now. But you can build it out too. You can build out the double double in the win. You can get the Drew Holiday 10 points. You can get the win. Um, let's go to the assist. And then you can go down to 10 assists. That's a double double right there. And then you can slide over to a win, and that'll put you at plus 539. Or you could take the 3.5 too. That'll put you at plus 635. You can also take down the 10 points if you want that minus 1 800. and you could be like that, or you could do like this, plus 477. However you want to go. Okay, a lot of ways to skin a cat here. All right. So, not saying it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying, but that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking at. All right. That's where I'm at with that situation. A lot of mouths to feed over there. Couldn't take off the rebounds for um, Mitchell Robinson. I like that as well. Um, I'm not talking about the rest of those Knicks, okay? Um, Houston Rockets at Orlando Magics here. Not a game, not one of my favorite games, but I'll tell you a few things that I'm looking at. Got over under 220, 221, all right? Um, I have mild interest in Wendell Carter's rebounds. You know, that's one of my favorite guys to target for rebounds, but I might pause on that. I probably won't even fuck with him to tell you the truth right now. Now, Fred Van Vliet. Here's a guy. Let me get my numbers out. A couple guys I want to talk about right here on the Rocket side. You can look at. Let's go back here to the defensive category. Um, I'm gonna be looking at Fred Van Vliet for threes and steals and or blocks. Okay, because I don't think his blocks and stuff are in play. It just is what it is. All right. I know y'all like, this motherfucker talking about Fred Van Vliet. He's been doing this. And if you're on PrizePicks and stuff like that, you can look at his fantasy score. Okay. So so Fred Van Vliet, he's got two steals in every game except for in every one of his preseason games except for, well, he has steals in the area of 2, 3, 3, 2. All right. And he's got a block in every game except for one. All right. If you're taking a fantasy score, steals are worth three, blocks are worth three. So that's like 6 to 9 points that you could probably receive there. The 3 pointers been looking good for him. At least two threes in every game except for one. So that's that. Next guy I'm looking at was of course, I cannot go without looking at Alperen Sengun here, right? Another guy you could look at he could look at for assists. His assist prop is pretty low right now. You could look at him for a block. He's averaging 2 blocks in the preseason. So his blocks are sitting at, let's see, his blocks are sitting at a half a block at minus 170. That's a parlay piece. I like the over there. Um, he does, you know, he has a tendency to foul, but it is what it is. We've seen him get the double doubles. We've seen him get the triple doubles. His rebounds are definitely in play here. I think his rebounds sitting at 8.5. I want to say. Let's take a look and see where his rebounds are at. 9.5. That's an automatic double double play for me. But you could take the nine. You could take the rebounds at 9.5 if you please. I couldn't talk you off of that. He's only hit that once in the preseason, but that was the last game. He had 16 and 12 versus them, versus Miami. And you can also look at his assist prop. He's had four. He's had 3 assists or better in every last one of his preseason games. We know that he's pretty crafty with the basketball. You can take his 3.5 and you can alter it down if you want. Those are some of the guys that I'm really looking at there. And then Jabari, his rebounds are in play too, but I'm not going there. Right, his rebounds sitting at 8.5 at plus money. You can tease that down in the same game parlays as well, trying to get to some bankroll builders or whatever the case may be. Not going to talk about anybody from the Orlando side right now. I'm gonna just keep it moving. I just really wanted to get this video out. I wanted to keep it early, under an X amount of minutes here. Cleveland Cavaliers at Brooklyn Nets here. We got an over under 220.5. Not one of my favorite games. Keep an eye out for Darius Garland injury news. Um, Other than that, we know that you know we don't have the pro Jared Allen. We don't have him. Um, Ben Simmons. I was looking at Ben Simmons here. I couldn't talk you off his rebounds or assists here. What do I have for him? He's had 15 rebounds and assists in 3 games straight. I think he only played 4 preseason games. You can look at blocks for Mobley and Claxton. Claxton is a guy that'll go out there and get you 4 or 5 blocks, 3 or 4 blocks, 2 or 3 blocks, multiple blocks. You know what I'm saying? So Claxton is one of those guys. Mobley, he has the ability to do that same thing as well. And let me go look and see what Blackson has been doing in the block category. He has last game he played. He had 4 blocks versus Miami, but prior to that, he only had 1 and 1. Still in 2 of 3, and that about sums it up. Now, Ben Simmons, he's looking pretty good here. He's had 15 rebounds and assists in 3 straight games. Um, you can look at him for fantasy score, something like that. He's a guy that can stuff the stat sheet. You look at him for that. And then, like I said, his rebounds and assists in at 13 and a half. I like that. All right. So I like the 13 and a half, the rebounds and assists there. Then I want to talk about Spencer Dinwiddie. If Ben Simmons is going to be out there distributing the ball and things of that nature, somebody's going to have to hit their shots. Spencer Dinwiddie, he's hit threes in the area of 2, 1, 4, 4 in the preseason. He had been dropping some dimes here and there. Assists in the area of 6, 7, 6, 0. So you can look at him for threes. I don't know if I'll look at his assists, but it is what it is. Like I said, on the Cleveland side, keep an eye out on Darius Garland. If he's not in, you might get Max Struss. He's Max Struss. He's no stranger to the 3 ball. You'll probably see a little bit more. Karis LeVert, and I didn't analyze the rest of the team. I'm sorry, but most importantly, um, Donovan Mitchell, he'll have all the usage in the world. Detroit Pistons at Miami Heat, we got over under 219. Miami Heat's just not one of the teams that I like to target. Slow paced team, pace down matchup, shit like that. Not a lot of possessions. However, um, you can look at guys like on the Miami side. I was looking at Cade Cunningham. I was looking at his assists. I have an interest in his 5.5 cents. So it's the over or nothing for me and Cade Cunningham's assists. And I'm looking at the rebounds. I'm looking at the rebounds for Jalen Duran, who, of course, who's not. He went ballistic last year with the rebounds. Bam will move out the way a little bit for you to get your rebounds. So, it is what it is. I like that. I like that. Okay. Um, Keep an eye out on Stewart. Stewart stepping out and shooting that 3 ball. It's going to be some times where you're going to hit 2, 3, 4, 5 threes. Isaiah Stewart and um, if you really want to, if he don't pop up on the books, you want a live bet. Um, Bagley comes out there and he's a beast. I'll be looking at this game closely. Maybe might get a live betting situation. I'm almost tempted to take that 9, but it is what it is. Okay, I ain't really got to talk about none of the Miami Heat players. Minnesota Timberwolves at Toronto Raptors over under 222 in this spot. Um, okay, so you're gonna have probably gonna have Dennis Schroeder starting. You know, I don't know what to say because I mean Pascal Siakam should have extra, and Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes should have extra ball handling duties. A few more shots to go with them. I'll be looking at Dennis Schroeder maybe a little bit on the scoring side, even though going up against Washington is something to keep in mind. He just the last play of preseason game, he just had 11 assists versus them. However, did I have anything wrote down? Now we know we can look at OG for steals, and we can look at OG for threes. Okay, um, he's hit two multiple threes in every game except for in every preseason game except for one. Barnes, you can look at his fantasy score and rebounds and assists, and then blocks and steals for him as well. And like I said, Pascal Siakam is just going to be self-explanatory. On the flip side, Minnesota Timberwolves, what you see is what you get with those guys. Um, Conley is shooting a few more threes. You can look at Ant-Man for Anthony Edwards for points and threes. You can look at rebounds for Rudy Gobert and Jakob Pertl. Jakob Pertl will go out there and get his. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jakob Pertl doesn't get there on his rebounds. His rebounds sitting at 9.5. Uh, and you can look at Karl Anthony Towns for shooting a three as well. Okay, outside of everything else that he does. All right, just trying to keep it moving, get get past the slate. Um, a game that I don't want to talk about is the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Chicago Bulls. Um, my Chicago Bulls, I don't even want to talk about these. Man. I'm going right past it. Oklahoma City Thunder. I damn near want to lean towards Oklahoma City Thunder in this one. We know how hard they play. It's time for them to stop tanking. It's time for them to stop playing. Chet Holmgren, I didn't look at his numbers, but I'm gonna go back and look at his numbers in a little while. But I didn't look at his numbers. To tell you the truth, um, I don't want to talk about this game. You guys got some. Help me out with this one. All right. New Orleans Pelicans at Memphis Grizzlies. Um, I was looking at the 4.5 assists. I think it was 4.5 assists here. Um, for CJ McCollum at a -108. I couldn't talk you off of that. All right. Even if you want to tease it down to four same game parlays, I think he's going to have to be out there and help distribute the ball. Desmond Bain, I'm looking at his three ball for Desmond Bain. Definitely be looking at the three ball for Desmond Bain. He's been on in fuego in the preseason. 4 threes, 4 3, 6, I think, some shit like that. So and then Jaron Jackson Jr. He's gonna have he's gonna have to stay out of foul trouble, but he's gonna have a nice assignment on his hands. But 1.5 threes is not out of realm of possibilities. Okay, so these are the two guys that I really like. Threes over here, and then I couldn't talk about CJ McCollum threes either. He's probably going to take a hit in the usage category with Brandon Ingram and Zion Williamson looking pretty healthy there. But I will be looking for CJ McCollum to help distribute the ball. So you can look at CJ McCollum assists at 4.5. I lean towards the over there. Okay. Let's keep it moving. 27 minutes, man. I wanted to do this in like 20, 25. Um, we almost there. Sacramento Kings, Utah Jazz, over 236.5. Don't know what the starting lineup going to be. Sacramento, what you see is what you get. Same old shit from last year. They putting up points, things of that nature. Um, I would look at Fox for points. Sometimes he starts off slow. Don't worry about it. Sometimes he starts off slow, trying to get the team acclimated. And the same thing with uh, the power forward over there or the center, whatever his name is. Both of these guys, they double candidates. Well, he's a double and a triple double candidate. Um, dang man, I hate to click on it just to go to his name, but I guess I'm not good with names. You guys know that's a bonus. All right, I will not touch no 17 and a half. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now. I don't like to take him for points. Sometimes he go out there and forget how to score. All right, his assist prop. Where's his assist and rebounds and assist prop sitting at? Uh, Rebound prop sitting at 12 and a half. Yikes. Assist prop sitting at 7.5. He can hit that assist prop. He can definitely hit that assist prop. Now, Sacramento Kings, they wasn't that good defensively like that. It's a pace up matchup here for the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz probably going to be coming out there big. And speaking of big, there I have interest in the rebounds here because the Sabonis will get his rebounds, but he'll definitely let you get yours. So Walker Kessler 9.5 rebounds, not out of rim of possibilities. You can look at him for a double double if you're feeling froggy. But I'll take his rebounds first before I take the double double, and then I'm looking at Walker Kessler for his blocks. Definitely a block candidate here, and then you'll get his blocks at 2.5. Wow, 2.5. He was beating shit up last year. Let me plug in my so 2.5 at plus 108. You can tease it down to two if you want, or you can leave it the hell alone. All right. Steals, you can look at box for steals. It's still sitting at 1.5, so you know he steals the ball a lot. If you want to tease it down to one in the same game parlay, be my guest, but he does get a decent amount of steals. Okay. Um. Now, what I do want to talk about, I don't know what the star lineup for this Utah Jazz is going to look like, but I, if they run out Kessler, what's the kid's name? They got from Atlanta, they can run out Kessler, Collins at the 4, Markkinen at the 3, Clarkson at the 2, and Sexton at the 1. So don't be surprised, okay? Don't be surprised when Sexton go ape shit this year, okay? That motherfucker can play some ball. If they ain't in tanking mode, he might come out there and be in fuego. So, you know, what's the total of this game here? 236 and a half. Got Clarkson out there too. Microwave. This game looks like it's a good game for a same game parlay. I haven't defined any numbers. I haven't taken on any numbers for this one, but I'm gonna keep this one in the back of my pocket. Sneaky game here. Sneaky game here, man. There could be matchup problems here. You know what I'm saying? There could be matchup problems here. Sexton he doesn't have no defense, but he can ball. Now at that 1 and 2 spot, if they running out Sexton and Clarkson, you know, every time De'Aaron Fox switch, he gonna have a score on him. He gonna be guarding a scorer. However, them motherfuckers ain't gonna be able to guard him. So I'm starting to like this 25 and a half for De'Aaron Fox. And I wanna see, let me see something. Walker Kessler, Harrison Barnes. Okay. What has this boy been doing? Because I know what Sexton can do, man. Straight up. Y'all know what Sexton can do. I'm gonna fucking go out there and get hot. Now, it might not be today, but I'm gonna take a stab and see what he's been doing in the preseason. Can't really take it to a lot, and they got Omer year 7 too. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so his last game versus Sacramento, he played 24 minutes. He had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. 16 points versus Portland. Okay. He went 11 for 16 from the field. I wouldn't take it for threes because I know he can just get raw points. We'll see. We gonna see. We gonna see. For sure. What did Jordan Clarkson do? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Shit, I'm gonna be watching this one closely. I'm gonna be watching this one closely here. I'm gonna be watching this one closely, man. The dogs got to be barking in this one. What's the line here? What's the line in this one? Oh, I see. That's what I thought. 1.5. Okay. So I'll tell you one thing about the underdogs. Whenever you got the underdogs, prayer performance doubles are the underdogs prayer performance doubles are juiced up higher, man. You know what I'm saying? So 10 points for Collins in the win, plus 174. I'm just looking at underdogs here, and I'm just looking at underdogs. Laurie Markin at 25 in the win, plus 225. 30 points in the win. Clarkson 6 rebounds in the win and plus 580. Clarkson 25 in the win and plus 600. 4 threes in the win plus 650 for Clarkson. They don't have everything out because I don't see anything for the center, the big fella. Y'all go again. Can't remember no names, man. Damn. I don't smoke weed either. For y'all, if y'all curious, y'all gonna say he smoked too much weed. I don't smoke weed. All right, so let's keep it moving. All right, I'm gonna revisit that. If I have to live bet it, that's live betting is always major key, man. Always major key. Catch somebody out there hot, man. Okay. Oh, Dallas Mavericks and San Antonio Spurs. We got 230 over under in this one. I'm not a I am not a fan of this Dallas Mavericks team right now, but let's it's still early. However, um, they 4-point favorites here, going up against San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs are not tanking no more. I'll tell you that right now. So, um, I'm gonna have some interest in. So, how I'm looking at this one here, I'm gonna have some interest in the San Antonio Spurs here, sure. Um, so the dogs might be barking here. I'll be paying close attention to this one, even if I have to live bet it. I'll tell you right now, if I'm betting this game right now, it'll be the Spurs or nothing for me. I'm gonna just leave it at that. If I'm betting this Utah game, it'll be Utah or nothing for me. All right. I don't bet a lot of games, but I'm gonna be watching these games, scoreboard watching or something like that you know, for those purposes. Um, yeah. So Victor Wimbiana, like, what you want me to say, man? This man is good with that GT on it, with that DT on it. That boy is good. So 17 and a half points now. His line been moving. It's not even possibilities. Devin Vassell. All right, so this is one of the guys I want to talk about here. Devin Vassell, he's been shooting the ball well coming out of the preseason. Don't come out as selling now. He will be shooting a three. He's three threes, five threes, and six threes. So with Victor Wembanyama, he can do a lot to open up for these guys. We do know that Keldon Johnson can hit the three ball as well. Let's see what the threes are sitting at for these kids. Keldon Johnson, that's low. All right, that's low for him. Devin Vassell, like I said, 2.5 threes is not a real possibility for him. He's taken six threes, 10 threes, seven threes. And like I say, he went 3 for 6, 5 for 10, 6 for 7 for three in the preseason though. So you can say it don't count. It ain't this, it ain't that, but it is what it is. Okay. Um, Rebounds here and the kid, Zach Collins. Zach Collins is where's his rebound sitting at? Because I'm gonna have interest. Let's see. That rebound. 7.5. I think that's low. I ain't gonna say that's low. I think that's on par. I like it. Even if you want to tease it down to 6 or 7, I like it. Lately, what he's been doing, I don't know if he's even been playing in the preseason. Um, I think it was a game time decision or something like that. Um, he hasn't played more than 22 minutes. He's got rebounds in the area of 3, 9, 8, and 5. I couldn't touch off his rebound. Now the starting lineup. This should be the starting lineup right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keldon Johnson, Victor Wimbiana, Devin Vassell, Collins, and I heard Soshan should be running the point. Now speaking of Soshan, I have interest in his rebounds and assists. Or you could look at his fantasy score, okay? Because he does play defense. Good at his player combos. At his rebounds and assists is sitting at 9.5. I have mild interest there. Uh, we'll see. We have mild interest there. I think it's a possibility that he can hit it. Okay, so I lean towards the over there, and at some point of the day, you can alter these down. All right. So Soshan, I don't think he's hit this 10. So versus Golden State, he just had 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Versus Houston, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds, no assists versus Houston, and versus Miami, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. It's sitting at 9.5. I lean towards the over. I wouldn't take the under there. Okay. I'm not talking about Luka. I'm not talking about Kyrie. I'll look at those boys for 3 pointers or something like that. But those guys or points, however you want to look at it. But no, not the guys I really want to touch on in this one here. All right, you guys know the deal with those guys. You can do what you want to do with those guys. Okay, I don't. I ain't even look at them guys like that. I push NFL. Last game on the docket. This is a long video, man, but it is what it is. Got to get it out. Got to get it out. They'll tone down once we get some good. Once we get some good data things going on right now, they'll tone down. They will tone down. Last game on the docket is what? Oh, that's the Portland Trail Blazers at Los Angeles Clippers here. I didn't really go all the way over this game here. We got 227 over under in this spot. I'm liking rebounds in this spot for either Aiton or um, Zubac. Yeah, I know that for a fact. I'm interested in the rebounds for both of those guys. Um, I can't even pinpoint on which one I would take. I ain't even gonna lie, but I have interest in rebounds for both of those guys. Both of their rebounds sitting at 9.5. I might fall back from it. I don't know, but we'll see. Russell Westbrook. Um, I wanted to say his rebounds and assists will be in play here. I have to go back and take another look at it again. Player combos. I think I have his rebounds and assists kind of like penciled in. Um, 13 and a half. I might have to fall back from that shit. Paul George rebounds and assists I play at 9.5. And then Anthony Simons, definitely, he's got the monstrous green light there. We'll be looking at him for threes for sure. It's a 3-point shooting league. His three should be set at 3.5 at minus 118. Yes, I like it. I don't know if I'm gonna get there, but I definitely like it. He will be out there shooting the three ball early and often. Um, that just about sums it up for me. Not going to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Not going to talk about Paul George. Those guys are self-explanatory. Doing what you want to do with those guys. Scoot Henderson, the usage is going to be there for him. So if you want to look at his points prop, be my guest. Anthony Simons, he takes a lot of threes. He hasn't been taking that many, but he takes a lot of threes. That last game, the last preseason game, more like a dress rehearsal. 24 minutes he played, and he shot 8 threes. He went 5 for 8. He's got 3 threes or better in each and every one of his preseason games. All right, he's going to be shooting the three ball. Scoot Henderson, 13 and a half points. If you want to get that, be my guest. And like I say, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Russell Westbrook, those guys are self-explanatory. And I'm trying to contemplate on the rebound prop for DeAndre Ayton and Ivica Zubac. With that being said, guys, peace out. Peace out.